the Bills since 1973. We are at Bills Stadium just south of downtown Buffalo, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Pittsburghs. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Play action. Now it's Murray. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. To throw, it's Murray. That swung out wide to Harris. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Here's Murray from midfield. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Now a first down carry for Harris. Powers through. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There isn't for guys on defense. They've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
Murray now on first down. Short little throw to Ebron. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. It's caught by OBJ. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 17-yard line. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. To throw is Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And here comes Diggs. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Off the play fake, Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss.
Let's go.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
And Pittsburgh with 6 on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Deontay Johnson deep for the Steelers. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here's Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Here's Allen to throw it. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there and end up making the play.
Throwing now is Allen. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Alex Highsmith coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Taron Johnson brought him down. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. He gets it complete to Harris. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
Give them the completion. No gain, but let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling, the hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now Allen. Pass incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Here's Allen. Dancing to his left. And Allen will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Allen. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills are going to tie the game at 3. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. Johnson now returning. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this 1st half. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the 1st half of play. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and here comes Diggs. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Allen. That's complete to DK Metcalf. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now they'll throw with Allen. His throw incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. He dumps it off for Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Harris starts the drive on the ground, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Murray now. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Steelers.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Harris. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Gregory Rousseau able to bring him down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Murray now to throw. And he's got his target, Harris. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 37.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's been a tight, low-scoring affair thus far. 3-3 is our score heading into the fourth. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Murray. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. Murray going to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On 1st down, Harris. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Well, I think we both got to thinking the team that scores the first TD may be the one to win this football game. And here we go. Our first touchdown, and it comes in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and it's a testament that both of these defenses were able to hold the line this long. But now, on the other side of the field, they've got to be thinking if they got it done, we should be able to punch one in ourselves.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Allen and the Bills now trailing 10-3. 2:13 remaining. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Allen. Flushed out right. And Allen will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end.
That's good for Bills. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Throwing is Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And Allen will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Allen. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Now the Bills will hustle to the line. Now Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Allen. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Allen, got to have this one. It's complete, swings it out to his running back. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Down to a knee goes Murray, as that will just about wrap this thing up. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football.
Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Buffalo Bills. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. The first down and more. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Throwing on first down is Murray. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Gregory Rousseau showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. But you know it's never easy to get Kyler Murray down to the ground, and to do it with a sack on their first drive, what a great tone setter defensively.
Oh, and no one's celebrating more than the defensive coordinator, because that's all he's preached all week long. Keep him hemmed in. Don't let him get into the open field and create big plays with his feet. To get him down in the pocket early, that's got to feel great for them.
Called a no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, here's Murray. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Here's Murray. And he's got it. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth from 4 yards out. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
It's never any fun, Brandon, when you're the defensive team and the first drive of the game, you give up a touchdown. The key is not to get down. Make those adjustments and come back for your next series with the intent of shutting them down.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. But here comes Diggs. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him. And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
First down, Buffalo.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Stephon Tuitt came out at Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen, flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, so Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Here's Murray from midfield. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Shotgun now for Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Murray has the 1st down and more. And he'll even avoid the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a halt. A big play there on the scramble. Harris able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And they'll run again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available. And they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown! Eric Ebron from 4 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. They begin with Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down at 7. Here's Allen to throw it, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To the air, Allen. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
Here's Matt Hawk now to punt. But back deep, Deontay Johnson. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out come the Steelers. Now right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Murray now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, they'll throw with Murray. That's complete once again to Hopkins. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. First down, Murray. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
To throw, it's Murray. Flushed out right, and he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Murray now. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Boswell for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bills offense now for one final time in this first half as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry, powers through him, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the 1st half, but a good start to the 3rd quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Allen's throw is complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the 1st half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. The 1st half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
An option handoff given to Harris. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 23-yard line.
2nd and 2. Here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And Murray... Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Buffalo Bills. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket, and he works his way past the line to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Murray now to throw. Forced out to his left. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the 1st down and then slides to the ground. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Murray now on 1st down. Ebron with it over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So a pretty early 1st quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So after the INT, it's Allen. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it.
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. It's Hill, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Allen now looks to throw. Buying time, and he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 10-yard touchdown run, and the Bills have taken the early lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he'll be out right at the 35. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard
line. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He completes it to Beckham. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 34. They'll go option to the short side. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Gregory Rousseau able to get him for a loss of about 3. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Throwing now is Murray. This is caught. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A strong run there, boy, when he gets it, especially around the goal line like a bull in a china shop.
And none of us ever want to confront that bull in any china shop, do we? Any more than we want to confront him. Got behind his pads, ran with power, and got into the end zone.
What an asset around the goal line, a guy like that.
It's almost like a safety blanket, isn't it? When all else fails, hand it to this big back and let him power his way forward.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And Diggs has it. And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
A 28-yard gain. First down, Buffalo.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Allen again. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And out of bounds right around the 20. 7 yards the pickup there. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket. Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He is going to find Hill here. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Allen going to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
At the Steelers' 2-yard line.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Derrick Henry as the first half is winding down. And the Bills have taken the lead. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So the potential could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Returning it, Johnson. And able to get this out to the 25. One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half, as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. "13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And here comes Diggs. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Second down at 5. Here's Allen to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Bills first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Draw play. This is Henry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
On play action, Allen. Going deep for Diggs. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
They'll start out here with the option left. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Murray now. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. They're losing here in the third quarter, maybe trying to get the ball outside, bust a big play. Obviously didn't work there.
Yeah, and while it didn't work, I really can't fault them for trying it. You and I have talked to the offensive coordinator, and we knew that was the place they wanted to try and go. And sometimes you just have to stick with it because 2-yard gains turn into 20-yard gains as the game goes along.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Murray now to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
They can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
First down, Murray. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Murray going to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now Murray. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Ebron caught left side. And he will have a Steelers first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
They got completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Hopkins. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. From the gun, Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. picked up by Xavier Howard.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 40 yards on the ground for him so far. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A give to Henry. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Second and 9. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that one will be accepted. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. After the penalty, it's Henry. And some strong running. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out. Oh, man. That was some call right there. The game in the balance. They run for it on 4th down. And this has been the story all game long. They've been the ones that come up with the big plays when they've needed them. And that last one, that may have won them the football game.
Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's
just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at Bill Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Bills offense back out onto the field. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And right away he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Now after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Ebron with it over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup there.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Working with a 2nd and 3. And Murray's going to keep this. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Kyler Murray keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Steelers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week. But here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes Diggs. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Derrick Henry. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. They find some open field here. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And they run with Harris off the option. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. There are times on carries like that where he looks a little bit older than his rookie status.
How many times have we talked when we've gone out to dinner about how precocious these youngsters are that come into the NFL now? They play at a higher level at a younger age. The stars aren't quite in their eyes as much as it used to be, huh?
Murray flips his forward on the jet sweep. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Jerry Hughes on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
2nd and 7. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Murray. And a quick throw here that's complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Eric Ebron from 19 yards away. And the Steelers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 14-0.
14, Bills nothing.
Do what you do. Don't stop that. Make it happen.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is Henry. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
28-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Play action. Now it's Allen. Out to his left. And Allen will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
And now they'll throw with Allen. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now a handoff to Henry. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
55 is my guy, 55.
On 1st down, Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 17-yard line.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Back 55, back 55.
Henry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. He's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Bills draw a bit closer.
1st and goal. Forget running the football. Forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with a pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think 1st and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
If you run an out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Murray now on first down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Gregory Rousseau. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Murray to run again. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this 3rd quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Murray has the first down and more. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. Now a first down carry for Harris. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. On 2nd and 9, Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Jerry Hughes too strong as he's in for the sack. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
First down, Pittsburgh.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. On the give, this is Harris. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Throwing now is Murray. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 27th, Murray. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. To throw is Murray. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And here comes Diggs. Now a hit and a loose football. And up past the 35, a very good return, but a penalty down. That may negate all the good work. So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now it's Henry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Second down, they go again with Henry. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. A third down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Allen, got to have this one. He is going to find Hill here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
56, 56. Alert.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry, and he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 78 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Allen off the play fake. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big gain there for the Bills.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Allen now looks to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now here's Johnson. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Lanny, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On second down now, it's Harris. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Murray steps away to his left, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. An option handoff given to Harris. And he'll get this up to about the 40. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.